Oh, dude, Andrew.
Yeah.
Dude, those brownies that you made.
Yeah.
Those are incredible, man. They're so good.
They're nut-free, they're dairy-free, and they're gluten-free, believe it or not. I know.
Dude, I couldn't even, I'm tasting it right now. I couldn't even tell it.
Not a single nut in that. I did not in it.
Pass.
Oh, Ari. Okay, dude.
All right.
That's weird. You didn't even try them? You don't want them at all?
Definitely pass.
Well, dude, your friend
I made them, but that's fine. It took all day.
And he avoided putting all
of your dietary restrictions in it. So
you're gonna just all right. Well, that's fine.
That's cool.
You know what, Andrew?
Yeah.
That kind of inspires me though. Maybe something we've never done on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And since we're all here and accounted for, and we want to try new things
All three.
today.
I'm here. I'm Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew. I'm Colton. I'm here. I'm present. And Ari, why don't you introduce yourself?
And I'm Ari. Definitely here and not in Korea.
I don't think you needed to clarify.
It's a weird thing to say. I think if you're here, you're here.
Yeah.
I didn't say I'm not in Pasadena or whatever.
Yeah. I would like to be in Japan, but I'm right here, I guess.
So yeah.
Whatever. We'll just
whatever.
Yes,
and
just
Ari.
keep
going, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So but you inspired me, Ari. Maybe we'll do a little. We've never done a little game of Smash and Pass. Smash or Pass.
Smash.
Sorry.
Smash. Smash. That's just you smashing and passing.
That's a very different game.
Smashing, passing to me. We can play Smash and Pass.
If you would like. Then we have to fight over. That's the new game. Is you have to fight over who goes first. Please. I really don't want to.
I don't want pass again.
I can't.
I can't be double passed again.
Please, man, that's not fair.
Please, Sally from Cars, I can't take your sloppy seconds.
The exhaust pipe is so disgusting. Woo! So, you know what? I'm just gonna start us out. Throw in some if you feel it. I want to start us out easy, Andrew.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, okay. So, I don't know, Pedro Pascal.
Smash.
Obvious smash,
Obvious
right?
Smash, right?
Smash. Ari, what about you?
Pass.
It's a weird take. He's universally loved. Most people consider him handsome. I don't.
Handsome and a great guy. I don't.
For real.
And you don't want to elaborate on it. You just want to. Okay.
All right. Whatever.
Fine. All right.
He's mood today, man.
Jesus. Okay. Obviously, so Andrew, I think we're all gonna agree on this one. Sydney Sweeney, right? Yeah.
Definitely pass.
Whoa. Dude, again?
Wow. Hot take.
God.
Hot take Castleton over here.
For real.
Whew.
It's a fucking problem today.
I don't know. He's feeling it.
Jet lag? It's probably jet lag.
It's got to be jet lag, because he's here.
He's here and not in
Korea.
Not in Korea, as he mentioned.
And I'm Ari. So. Definitely here and not in Korea.
Exactly. I don't know why you have to keep. You don't have to keep.
That was the joke. Is that Andrew was bringing it back? You don't. Okay, that's fine. All right. Here's one. Larry King. Yeah, I don't need 60 minutes with that guy. You know what I'm saying?
I'd like to take those suspenders for a ride.
But obviously, Andrew and I were joking. Ari, what about you?
Smash.
You seemed kind of serious when you said that. That wasn't a joke for you.
All right.
Okay. It's maybe he just doesn't like my picks.
Yeah.
You got a couple.
You know what? As the game usually goes, maybe we get into more of the other like animated characters.
Oh, okay, some little fictional characters, right?
We're
gonna
get in there.
Okay,
right? All right. So I off the top of my head, maybe Rogue the Bat from Sonic.
You mean I think is it Rogue or Rouge?
It's
not my.
Hold on. I'm a huge Sonic fan, and a lot of people say Rouge, but it's actually Rogue the Bat.
Rogue the Bat.
Yeah.
Maybe I just got to put my beige flag down a little bit. My beige flag is showing.
Well, actually, I think it's Rouge.
Okay.
Well, they're spelled the same, so.
How the fuck do you know, Colton?
Back off, all right?
Yeah, but obviously that's a classic smash, right?
Smash.
And then
pass.
Huh.
Okay.
All right, dude.
I thought that would be a layup.
Yeah,
a layup.
It's weird that he just can't get on the same page today. And I don't even, based on these answers, I don't even want to ask him, to throw an example out there. I don't want to know what he's thinking.
No.
Okay. Jeez. Ari, just hang on. We're gonna help you out here. Obviously. Okay. So Andrew, let's get a little. Let's get a little Kingdom Heartsy in here.
Let's do it.
Obvious one. Larxene.
With the easiest smash of my life.
Big smash.
Big smash.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa.
God, dude.
All right.
First of all, very realistic.
Yeah.
And offensive.
Yeah. Just you could have just said smash or pass, dude.
For real.
That's the rules. You don't have to
feel like that was necessary at all.
No.
Okay. All right. All right. Another obvious one.
At least he's excited. He's in it.
Lola from Shark Tale.
Lola from Shark Tale,
Of course,
dude.
the Angelina Jolie fish. Easiest smash.
Easy smash. If I'm plenty of fish in the sea, no, there's only one for me.
Consider me a seaman. All right.
I don't even think that was like a sexual answer. Like, is that?
I don't think that's not even a noise that people make at. Like,
that's not like an aluga. You know,
it's like a. Ooh.
Yeah.
I can't even repeat it.
No, I don't know how you made it sound like a true whale in the ocean over there. That's quite impressive.
All right, you know what? Hold on. Let me see your list. Let me see your smash or pass.
Let's get his list. Yeah, take it. Rip it from his hands.
You know what, Ari? Let me see your smash list over here.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, get in there.
Jesus Christ. The first one, smash, Mama Coco.
Oh
my God, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Dude, come on.
First of all, dead.
Dead?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. Mama Coco dies at the end.
Jeez.
Oh my God. Mrs. Potts?
Really, dude? You're going to get cut up, you know? And you're telling me that it would fit in her spout?
What's wrong with you?
Wow.
Okay, the last
He's
one.
just nodding. He's just nodding in silence, you guys.
The last one, the most shocking.
Yeah.
Turbo the Snail from Turbo.
Turbo the Snail. Come on, dude. I mean, I guess you don't need lubricant. I don't know.
I guess
he's probably slimy.
You know what?
All right. Maybe he's gonna go fast. That's gonna be a fast one.
You ever seen Turbo?
I've never seen Turbo.
I've also never seen Turbo.
Dude, we're not real animation heads.
I guess not.
I mean,
although I don't know that the bar for being an animation head is
Turbo. Is it DreamWorks
I feel like most people would be like, oh, like Grave of the Fireflies, and
how could
Ghibli, and not.
You never seen Prince of Egypt?
You never seen Turbo the Snail?
Turbo the Snail
is because what's his catchphrase isn't "I want to go fast." That's Sonic.
Sonic
and Rogue, of course.
Dude, Sonic and Rogue are always out there with Nucleus. And
Canuckles and Dr. Igagoo, man. I'm sorry for the Sonic heads out there.
Let's find out. I want to find out what the catchphrase for Turbo was. I mean, okay, so the thing on the poster.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give it a try?
Like fast and snaily. Like it's. Is it a pun? Like it's not Fast and Furious, but I'm trying to think of like a pun. Stop,
Andrew.
Stop. It can't be Fast and Furious.
Andrew, he's fast, they're furious.
Oh my fucking
I'm
God.
actually shocked. You were just taking stabs in the dark. You found it, dude.
All right. Maybe we gotta watch. Maybe we gotta watch Turbo.
Bro, I think we do, dude. I'm looking at these snails right now. I'm gonna show you these snails. Okay. One of them is his name is White Shadow. He's a thick snail.
Oh.
There's Snoop Dogg is Smooth Move. Maya Rudolph is Burn. Ben Schwartz is Skid Mark.
Ben Schwartz is in it.
Ben Schwartz is in it. Samuel L. Jackson is Whiplash. Look at these fucking snails, dude.
Oh my God.
They're kind of juiced up, dude. I like the neon, flames.
I like Skid Mark.
Dude, Skid Mark.
It's exactly what you'd think it was.
He's exactly like the character that's in the trailer that's just gonna pop up and say,
yeah,
like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
don't put salt on it. And he's like, salt is bad, and he's like melting or whatever.
His eye is on the ground melt. What was the movie that we were dying about? That was the Samuel L. Jackson was in. It was the was it? It was like Samurai Cat or what?
It was like Paws of Fury or something.
Dude, yeah, it was like Paws of Fury.
Okay. Yeah, because it was just like farts.
Dude,
like
literally the trailer, like the climax of the trailer is like a massive like fart, and then what is the character? He's like, oh, You shouldn't have had beans. Like it's like the dumbest fucking line.
That's like, I know kung fu, not kung poo, or something really fucking dumb.
Something so dumb that you're like, bro, which executive laughed at this
okay.
shit?
All right, got one. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
I studied 10 years of martial farts.
That's it, dude.
There you go.
That's totally it.
I think that was better than what was in the actual movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the trailer ends with
just,
a big fart.
Just off the cuff just made a better tagline for that movie.
Martial farts.
Yeah, like that was a better climax of that trailer than what they had. I don't even remember. And I remember for like when that trailer was running, we would go into the movies.
Yes.
And every time it came on, dude, I was fucking dying laughing. Like we would look at each other and just be like melting because it's so fucking funny.
And then I think they also like,
because it's so bad.
They upped the like Samuel Jackson where he's like, oh
yeah,
it stinks in here. like
something so dumb, and the rest of the theater is silent. Like like that was supposed to be like the biggest punchline of the trailer, and like the entire theater is silent except for us. Like we're melting. But dude, speaking of,
he's silent and deadly, or something like that. There you go.
Honestly,
fuck,
dude,
maybe we have to make Martial Farts the movie.
Martial Farts.
Fucking funny.
We're actually like cooking up like crazy taglines for it. I mean, shit, dude. Anything beats whatever we just read, which was he's fast, they're furious.
Who's furious? The other snails?
The other thing, yeah, we don't even know.
We don't even know.
I wonder. Do you think it was like he? Do you think the story? And maybe I'm wrong, but is it like that he gets sucked up into a NASCAR and like gets hit with like nitro? Like,
does he get like nitro fueled? It's like Spider-Man? Like,
I think he like
Jeff Gordon bit him.
Yeah. He was escargot at like a restaurant, and they're getting Jeff Gordon to like do an ad.
Oh my God!
What is this shit? Snails? And then the snail just fucking flies.
They like crash him into like in Spider-Man. They crash him into like his blood cells. And it's just like a bunch of like just like redneck like
logos.
Confederate flags are just filling his body.
if it had like sound like southerner like a southerner agenda undertone to it, like there's like the Confederate flags and all this shit. Let's go Brandon. All in there. God. Fuck yeah, dude. But dude, speaking of movies, listen, we're out, dude. We're not in anymore.
We're not in the know.
We're not in the know because, guys, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the Minecraft movie, live action movie with Jack Black and who else is
Jason Momoa.
Is doing phenomenally well.
Like record-breakingly well.
We just read a headline that said it. This is opening weekend, right? Am I wrong?
This is opening weekend. So you guys, I mean, we're recording this ahead of time, so this will probably be old
news. Yeah,
it will probably have broken the Titanic record at this point.
Yes,
in the 3 weeks. Yes.
Yeah, please stay tuned. Let us know if Titanic has been flinted and steeled to death by Jack Black. But apparently, opening weekend, it beat the Super Mario Bros. Movie for best video game adaptation movie
opening ever. It's insane. And we were just talking about that. Like in my head, I was like, it beat Mario. Like that's crazy.
It's nuts to me, dude.
But then we kept talking. We're like, maybe we just don't understand.
Maybe we're out, dude. Maybe Minecraft is because I do know that like Minecraft is that big. Like it is, it's a massive thing, right?
Yeah.
But there's something, I guess it's just like the iconicness of like a character like Mario or Sonic or whatever. You're like, oh, that's like Mickey Mouse, right? Like everyone, it's a household name.
It'd be like, because I was trying to think of it in terms of like, it's probably like as a kid, you're absolutely familiar with it, but only because your parents like are like, oh, this is Mario, like let's play Mario, let's whatever, so you're like inducted into it, so you know it. Like as a kid, I know who the Looney Tunes are because I'm sure my family threw on
but they're not
Boomerang.
Like my favorite,
right? But they're not like made for me. It's like if I'm gonna watch Boomerang or my dad loved the Flintstones, so I watched it growing up. But
you knew what it was, but it wasn't
SpongeBob was my thing. Dexter's Lab, because that was like coming out at the time, so it's like
for you.
So it's weird to think that like Mario probably falls in that same umbrella where it's universally beloved, but it's not. I don't want to say it's for them. It's just like not.
It's just not as It's so funny because we were talking. You're like okay, like Minecraft, sure. Like maybe that's like every middle school, high school kid probably knows what that is.
First we mine, then we craft.
They all know the rules, dude.
A crafting table.
And it's like there is also something infectious about Jack Black. Like you give Jack Black that role, and I mean, dude. I get it. Like sometimes you see it, but I truly, when I was watching those trailers, I was like, this looks bad. Like there's no way that this is what, like there's no, like to me, like I was watching the trailer and I'd be like, there's no way that this is what people that like Minecraft want to see. But apparently that's wrong. Like,
you know what else I was thinking about was like the videos that we're seeing, right?
Yeah.
Again, this is opening weekend, so things might have changed, but we're seeing a lot of like middle school, high school. Yeah. And they grew up with it as kids. Yeah. So now they're going to the movies and they're going up in the like meme world of it. So I don't know. That's like what's driving. It's crazy to me that that's what's driving it. Yeah. Is because you still need like parents to bring kids to it. Yeah. And I don't know. I guess it's crazy.
I mean, think about the shit that you watched as a kid that is like probably objectively like not a good movie, but you still loved it.
Literally can't think of one.
No. My taste?
Let me ask you this. What? Just a sidebar. Is there a movie that you love as a kid growing up and you're like, it's objectively, people are like, that's a bad movie, but you have like such that you you fail to believe it. I can think of two. What are yours?
The first one that came to my head was the Bill Murray Garfield.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones. I mean, that's funny. That's a good answer. But I'm thinking of the Bill Murray Garfield, where like I remember watching that like on a road trip multiple times, being like, like it's just like, and it's like probably objectively a horrible, like it's probably not a good movie, like it's probably bad.
You have that speech impediment too, where you just
I just do that. So, but that movie exacerbated it. Yeah, Clem has a tough job of cutting them out, but she does good work. Good job, Clem. What were your two?
I love this, and I feel like most people do love it, but I feel like it didn't do well. People didn't love it. Space Jam. Yeah. I think that Space Jam has a very big like nostalgia like following, and I love it. And I like watch it again. I was like, I think that that's very good, but I don't know. I have such rose-tinted glass like for it.
I mean, I guess it was good enough that they gave it like a modern sequel.
That's true.
Maybe it wasn't.
And then the other one I thought of was I love Small Soldiers. I love Small Soldiers.
Small Soldiers.
You know what Small Soldiers is? One? Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Is that like ants to Bugs Life? Like,
Woody Allen, passion point for children. Everybody knows they love watching neurotic ants. Insane.
Ants with PTSD.
I liked ants as a kid too. I was just like,
violent though.
Who was this bug? He was like walking around and like, I don't want to be a bug or whatever.
I'm gonna fucking die,
dude. Because the opening scene, he's like a soldier. Yeah, right? And I like remember crying as a kid, because they were like going up against like pill bugs, and then they all died. I mean, and like he was such a coward, and he hid away, and that's the only reason why he's alive.
He's got fucking survivor's guilt.
Oh yeah, and is that okay? I don't know. The entire like plot of Ants is coming back. And that's like he comes back, and is he a hero because he's like, oh, he's one of the only survivors, or like, I forget.
I don't remember. Yeah,
but it's like when you're born. It's like you're either a worker ant or a soldier ant. And his buff friend was a worker ant.
Oh, remember the probably should have been a soldier.
He should have been a soldier.
Yeah,
we got a lot of movies we gotta catch up on. Turbo, Ants.
See, we're fucking. This is why we can't connect with the youth, dude. We're behind.
Okay, so Small Soldiers. Yeah. I fucking love this movie. This movie, I think it's so great. It's basically. Okay. So,
just so you guys know, Andrew is rubbing his fingers in the air, grasping at this thought
because it's so intricate. It's so good. So basically, these people are trying to sell military chips, right? They're like very high tech military chips or some shit where it's like AI, it's like learning whatever.
Yeah.
And so they're like, it's too expensive. And they're like, why don't we take the chips and why don't we put them into toys? So they put them into action figures.
Whoa.
So, and they're like army action figures. And then they put the other ones in.
Is this animated?
No,
it's live action.
it's live action, but they involve puppets, and it's
okay. So this is up your alley, yeah,
brother. It's so fucking good. Okay, so then they put these
military
chips into Major Chip Hazard.
Yeah,
they put them into the action figures,
and
then they're at war with I think it's the Argonauts?
Argonaut,
something like
figures?
That.
Is it a different action figure?
Different action figure, and they're like creature mythical ones, and they're at war with each other. The army guys and whatever, like they want to take over their like land.
Yeah,
and so because they're like programmed in, it's like
Buzz Lightyear, where he's like programmed to be like
programmed to do that. So this guy, this kid, and it's a young Kirsten Dunst. Too.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And oh my god, it's so fucking good. Oh my god. And so then the toys go at war. I will say we'll get Sammy. Well, this will be after, but
Sammy will know.
Sammy hates this movie.
Oh really?
Over COVID, I made a bunch of people watch it.
Yeah,
they hated it. They thought it was awful. They thought it was too violent.
Too violent? Dark?
It's so dark.
Pretty dark? Yeah.
It's really dark, and it's really scary.
Am I guessing the plot here? But does one of them like wake up, to like deprogram?
No. It's just like they're programmed to hate, and the Argonauts or whatever, they want to go out and live like in the woods. Yeah, I forgot the name of their land, but
damn.
Let me show you, Clem. I'll throw up an image for Small Soldiers. This fucking thing rules.
Let us know. We're gonna throw up that image.
But yeah, it's like Major Chip Hazard.
Dude, okay, so Small Soldiers, I definitely know that just from the graphic that you're showing. Like I know what they look like and all that stuff.
Small Soldiers, big movie.
Small Soldiers, dude. Damn.
And so
that's cool.
They utilize both very early CG and puppetry.
Puppets with these plastic toys, right?
And they like all the behind the scenes. There's amazing photos of these guys with like sticks, and they're like puppeting. It's so fucking cool, man.
Yeah. Damn, I'm interested.
I was wearing my Small Soldier shirt today. I love it.
You have a Small Soldier shirt?
Small Soldier shirt.
That fucking rules, dude.
It rocks, man. It's
That's
great.
awesome.
It's a lineup of all the characters and all their names. Great.
Did you ever watch Rescue Heroes?
No.
Do you know about Rescue Heroes?
Rescue Hero. Oh wait,
dude.
Yes. It's down to rescue today.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Wait. It's like
Rescue Heroes.
I'm gonna rescue today. I don't know if that's how it goes.
They're basically like pre-Paw Patrol.
Yes,
like they're like
cops, firefighters.
Yeah. And I have a younger brother by 4 years younger. So like he was like the target audience for this. And he was obsessed with Rescue Heroes. And they look much like those Small Soldier characters. They're
beefy.
Like their proportions are like tiny square head with like massive fucking hands and feet, And but I remember being a kid and being like they were toys for my brother, but I was like, wait, I kind of like dig these action figures. Like these are sick. And Clem, we'll throw up a picture of Rescue Heroes as well. But they also had like a cheap animated show.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, and it was like totally that same vibe that Paw Patrol is, where they're like the most extreme hero.
I had him.
Yes, dude.
I own the firefighter. Also, because I love firefighters.
Look up their names, dude. They have sick like pun names based on their like affiliation. Yeah, like I want to say his name's like Billy Burns or something like that.
Billy Blazes.
Billy Blazes.
You're fucking right.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
Billy
God.
Blazes. So
his name is Third Degree.
Yeah.
His name is Skin Graph.
What's okay, rescue I'm gonna look up Rescue Hero
His name is Burn Ward.
Rescue Heroes characters.
Okay, got it. So Paramedic.
Dude,
Paramedic.
No, they weren't even trying, dude.
Jake Justice,
Big brother.
Justice.
Dude, he's the pre-Big Justice.
Okay. Here's the cop. Captain Cuffs.
Captain Cuffs, dude.
Sergeant Siren.
Yep.
Gil Gipper.
They didn't even try this guy. Okay, hold on. This guy I remember. He was the like the outdoorsman. Rocky Canyon.
Stop.
Yes.
Oh no, I see him. Rocky Canyon. Rip Rockefeller.
Dude.
Roger Houston.
There's
a lot of Rogers. Is that? Oh no, Wendy Waters.
So
Jack Hammer.
Hammer.
That's actually the best one that they have.
It is sick.
And Cliff Hanger.
Cliffhanger, dude.
Cliffhanger. That rocks.
Like I mean, dude, maybe sometimes simplicity is a good thing, man.
Yeah.
Like, I bet kids, because my brother was fucking upset. He loved Billy Blazes. And then it was funny because Billy Blazes and Wendy Waters were like the firefighters, right? And they're like, they kind of had like a sense of superiority over the rest of the rescue heroes that I really didn't like. Like, I remember being like,
that's because we love firefighters.
yeah, we love the firefighters. And, dude, and they just, like, I remember they both have red hair and they're both like, we're the best. Like, and he's like, we lead the team, you know, kind of thing. Like, and then I remember, I can't remember if it was Rocky Canyon or there was one episode that I specifically remember if it was either Rocky Canyon or Jake Justice. I think Jake was like guiding Rocky Canyon because he was like, hey man, like you're too callous, like you're too hot, you know, you're going in too hot. You gotta trust the process, you know, you gotta trust us.
Yeah.
And like Billy and Wendy would be like, you know, you're not being a real team player, you know, kind of thing. And then he's like, his arc for that episode was like, you know, he jumped the gun a little too early.
He's a hothead.
He's a hothead.
He's a hothead, dude. Oh my God.
I mean, that was the villain.
Oh,
Hothead.
I love the episode where the two police officers, like, what was his name? Charlie Cuffs, whatever.
Charlie Cuffs, yeah.
They had a kid. Their last name, Blue, of course. Officer Blue, Officer Back D Blue, which I thought was
Back D Blue.
It was great.
They really are the predecessors for the Back the Blue slogan. I mean, it actually comes from Rescue Heroes. Yeah. And they've honored the child of Cuffs and Blue.
Okay, the other thing is the last name Cuffs. That's like not even like that's not even a good aspect of like that's like that's like calling him like Billy Baton, like Billy Bludgeon, like that's insane. Of like one of the weapons, like Frankie Firearms,
pepper
like,
spray,
fucking pepper spray,
dude. I'm pepper spray.
Oh my God, that fucking rules, man.
Dude, there is something that kind of
okay. I have the best one.
Do it.
Okay. Officer Miranda Rights. Fuck yeah, dude. Come on
it, dude. Officer Miranda
God
Rights.
Fucking damn it.
Gosh, if only someone could read this. I will. Hey, Officer Miranda Rights, at your service.
God damn it. Oh,
dude, it writes itself. I mean, honestly,
really does.
It's fucking awesome.
It Miranda writes itself.
Oh God. Who owns the rights? And it better not be Miranda. We got it.
It's like Nickelodeon. We're like, oh my God.
Dude, if Nickelodeon owns the rights to Rescue Heroes,
we're having a meeting on Monday.
Yeah, it is coming together, dude. The dream. Holy shit.
I love
and
pepper
this time,
spray.
We're not leaving pepper spray out of it.
No. My God.
He's making it off the development page.
Oh God.
Well, dude, overthrowing Paw Patrol to bring back Rescue Heroes.
A much grittier, much more violent.
It's very, dude. Let's do the teenage route. Like, let's target it at teenagers. You know, like it is dark, it's gritty, it's political. Like, dude, these guys.
The first episode, they put the Paw Patrol down.
They gotta put them down.
They put them down.
Dude, like you see, like the old pod. He's like, you know, and then like Billy Blazes steps into frame, and he's like, "It's gonna be okay. We'll take it from here, Chief.
Time to turn up the heat,
dude." And Billy Blazes is coming out of retirement to like help, and so he's got like a gray streak in his orange mustache.
Yeah, and he like lost his wife or some
Wendy Waters.
Wendy Waters lost his wife.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, that's sick. Preschool. I fucking love it.
I fucking love preschool.
I love it, man. That's great,
dude.
Oh man.
Whew, dude.
Oh man.
Rescue Heroes has got us too jacked up, man.
I know.
We might need to cool off. Get some. Someone call Wendy Waters in, dude. I need to cool off.
Spray us, Wendy.
Hot Spring. Where's and I'm Hot Spring.
Your first name is Hot. Also, ow.
Oh. And what is your specialty? I'm the spa specialist. Like, it's like they stop being like these like super trained, like highly specialized forces, and they're like, no, I'm just garbage man.
I'm deep tissue.
Yeah,
I'm masseuse. Swedish massage.
Oh. All right, you guys. We're gonna take a quick break.
I'm gonna write all this down.
Yeah, we can't let this slip past us. So please, we'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Oh, but Ari, did you have anything else you wanted to say? Do you like that
right
idea? You know?
Definitely pass.
Okay, well, that's fine. You're
All
out
right,
of it.
yeah.
We'll just develop it ourselves.
Yeah, you're not in on it.
Yep.
Jeez. Rescue hero.
Oh, there's two. So we looked up
Yeah.
over the break. Over the break, we heard both theme songs.
Yeah, and you got it right. Pretty much, the commercial is very much in the
I got
tone
the
you're
commercial
doing.
one, and you got the
animated
TV show.
Yeah.
'Cause that's just what's I like. I love little like commercial jingles.
Yeah.
From the '90s, early 2000s
Dude.
are so buried deep. I even heard Rescue Heroes since I was, probably
Yeah.
in middle school, and that just like
You awoke,
came
dude.
out of
I saw
me.
beams come out of your
I-
eyes, dude.
It was
Billy
nuts.
Blaze.
Billy Blaze was blazing
Dude,
through.
your mustache actually like fiery red, dude. It was like
Man, if they came out with it today, it would be like, "Who are you?" It's like, pandemic, whatever.
make sure you wear a mask. Like,
And I'm Dr. Fauci. It's like, wow, but why is he ripped?
but yeah, he's shredded and like very like odd shaped head with like big glasses, you know.
I'm vaccine.
There was we were laughing because so Rescue Heroes, the animated one, they have like a guy who's like up in space in the satellite, you know,
Something Houston.
Yeah, and
name.
he's probably like a pun on like Houston, we got trouble. Like,
Roger Houston.
Roger.
Obviously.
Awesome. But he looks like it's really funny because he looks like a like almost like trying to dress up as like a DC like league villain. Like he's got like this goofy like long head.
Yep.
And he's just kind of like
That's an excellent comparison.
What's the Martian guy from
Martian Manhunter?
Is it Martian Manhunter? That's what he was giving me that vibe. You know?
But I know what you're talking about. The like long suits where it's just the square of his face.
Yeah.
Like kind of old school
like
hero.
hero.
Justice League. Yeah. Or Justice.
Were you big on like the animated like? Because you're more of like a superhero guy than me. Like, did you follow like the animated like X-Men or like Justice League or anything?
Like Batman. I just watched Batman the animated series, and even then, I feel like I watched it as a kid. It didn't like change me.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't until like I started reading comics because of the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
That I like went back and just consumed all Batman media.
That was another one of your abyss dives. You were just like, I got to get in there.
Yeah, I got to get in there.
I don't know. I think because I was like the age that I was, like animated wise, that like took over my life was Pokemon, right? So like Pokemon came out, and it was like really, it's like Pokemon is like the indoctrination anime. Like you like watch it, and then you're like, oh, that's what anime is, kind of, and then you like develop your taste further from there. But at least in the late 90s, like that's how it was. Yeah, and you had like Toonami and all that stuff, and so what I would watch, like I would watch these anime on Toonami or whatever, and then they would try to pitch me like DC like DC like Justice League or whatever. And I remember even as a kid, I'd be like, that's not really animated like the way that I'm used to it being animated, like the quality, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that problem still happens today. Like I noticed it with some people apparently. I was talking to someone recently. I was talking to Mitt recently about Invincible. Like, because I keep seeing clips of Invincible and I'm like, whoa, that looks really good for like Western animation, you know what I mean? But apparently like some of the online discourse is that like it'll be high budget for a minute, you know, and then it'll go back.
I don't know if there's two animation studios or if I'm making that up, but I've also heard that where it's like certain things are very high budget and then like the walk cycles are like completely different.
They're just like just like PNGs going across the screen or whatever. Yeah, and it's like that's just like the sad reality I think of like animation sometimes in the current industry in the West right now. But
which
like,
I guess if you're gonna spend your money, like I guess it should be when they beat each other's faces or
when he goes insane, when he goes, I'm so lonely. Yeah. When that dropped, like I don't know Invincible at all.
Me neither.
I know that scene because of all the memes that I've gotten now from
Correct.
it. But yeah, that's just funny.
But yeah, all those shows felt very different. They're clunkier.
Yeah.
They just like move. They're very simple. It was like the style never really changed. Like even as because they're still making a shit ton of DC animated stuff. It still kind of looks like that. Like it's very simple. Like they remade the Batman animated series. I'm not forgetting the name of it, but they brought a lot of the creators back for it on Prime, and I don't know, just It just,
Yeah. Did you watch Batman Beyond?
a little bit.
Was that because I've heard from people that that's like their jam if they were
Yeah.
of the animated stuff, it's like Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
And then the interesting thing was, I don't know if you saw like some of those creators, I think they had helped out on Spider-Verse, but they wanted to like they were pitching like, hey, let's do an animated Batman Beyond, like in the same vein of
that
like
went
Spider-Verse.
around for a while, right?
Yeah.
But, like that would have been cool.
And I kind of like don't see how you could mess that up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, that seems like if I was a big company, and you're like, we're only taking established IP or IP.
I'm sorry.
In the middle of the meeting,
Mr. Zaslav, you what? What did you do?
He's like, I'm sorry, sir. We're only taking established. I peed. He just wets himself at the conference table.
He does this.
He's known for it. Zaslav, dude. He can't keep it in.
He can't keep it in.
Have you guys, hold on. So not to go too far off track, but this is really funny. So yeah, there was a established Batman Beyond thing that I think would have been a shoot, like a hole in one kind of thing.
It would have been great, yes.
Now, back to peeing yourself.
Back to David Zaslav's incontinence, if you will.
I don't know if we've talked about it before, but have you seen the discourse online about how Liam Neeson pisses himself? Dude, in public? Like, there's multiple photos online. And I mean, like, we're not gonna throw them up.
Throw them up.
But there are, if you look into it, there's multiple photos of him like online, and I don't know if it's an elaborate prank. I don't know if it's a real thing. There's just these photos of him with like clearly soiled his pants.
Yeah. It's just like a lot of it is like the little dots, the little like, if you don't jiggle enough, I guess.
And it's like there's multiple photos.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I don't know if it's ever been addressed. I'm like, I feel like, should we live check this?
Yeah, I guess Liam.
We gotta live check this.
Liam, if you're out there, us getting a fact wrong,
give
us starting a rumor that Liam Neeson can't.
It's like I'm about to Google search. Does Liam Neeson piss himself? Basically,
Liam Neeson pee pants. Okay, it's the first thing. Why does Liam Neeson pee his pants so much?
Any results?
I mean, just lots of photos.
See, like that's the thing is, I kind of actually find it interesting how like if you are like a beloved enough actor or like high profile personality, if you just piss yourself in public, like they might just be like, yeah, of course we're gonna get pictures of it, but we won't press you on it.
like there's TikToks. Is Liam Neeson constantly pissing himself? Liam Neeson.
I'm just imagining
his pants often. And it's just like this breakdown of someone on TikTok like piece of pants. It's
like it's a question we're all wondering and no one's asking him personally. We're just like,
I guess a lot of people would consider it a rude question to ask.
Damn, I don't know if you want to address what's going on down there. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I will find you.
I will piss on you.
Dude, well, since Ari's been so difficult this episode. For real. Just, I mean, really not playing along. Only saying really a couple.
It's only like he's got a couple of catchphrases. That we're just like playing over and over.
Smash or pass. Smash or pass.
I'm Ari. I'm not in Korea.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah. So we're, Andrew, since it's basically you and me, I think we should give the people what they want.
Yeah.
And I think we should hit you with let's talk some Kingdom Hearts, dude.
Oh my god.
Ari, do you have anything you want to say to that?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, that's
nothing
funny.
Okay. Colton, go ahead.
So Andrew.
Yeah.
All right. And listeners at home, we love Kingdom Hearts. We don't get as much of a chance to talk about it.
We don't, and that's upsetting to me.
But we have a lot of stuff in the works.
Yeah.
Andrew, what's cooking right now, Kingdom Hearts wise, for people that love the Kingdom Hearts.
Actually, what's funny is this episode will have come out after our Q&A.
Oh, okay.
So if you are joining us after the Q&A,
yeah,
this is what we do. We talk about people's incontinence,
soiling themselves, and
we do this a lot. But yeah, so we have that.
But then we put a cherry on top by bringing it back to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it always comes back to Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, so that will have come out. So if you're joining us from that, thank you so much. And I think the other thing that we'll have coming out, it'll either be out or it'll soon be out, is on Patreon. We're gonna have Ari recapping the entire event so far.
Yeah,
up through Kingdom Hearts 2, I think is where he stops. So up through Kingdom Hearts 2, that will be a Patreon exclusive. It's going to be the same format where it's going to be him talking over game footage and with the subtitles and
us listening very intently,
equally, like just listening,
full attention.
Not a lot of footage of Colton lying on the ground.
No,
Ari doesn't stop like every 15 minutes to be like, "You are so bored." There's at one point where you're like braiding your hair. You're like pulling your hair like in a ponytail.
I'm just trying to stay the fuck away. Dude.
I know.
Everyone. I mean, Ari. I'm sorry. I know you're right here, but brother, big credit to you. You definitely go through the ringer listening to us yap about that shit. But we're gonna make you do it right now. So, Andrew, what do you want from the Kingdom Hearts series? Because we've both played it through now.
Yep.
We're deep in recapping it with the Drunk History, and basically, for those that don't know, Kingdom Hearts, it has given us a Kingdom Hearts 4 teaser trailer.
Yep.
Which is very much just like
recently?
Now in development. Recently, I would say maybe no way. That was, I don't know when that last teaser came out. That must have been
5 years ago.
Was it 5 years ago?
It must be 5, right?
Does it feel like 5 years ago? Let's look it up.
5? Was it pre-pandemic?
When was the Kingdom? I really want to know actually. So let's look it up right now.
Was it right before Rescue Heroes dropped Dr. Fauci as a figure, as a playable figure?
Dude, dude, the Fauci world. Dude, that's right. You go to the FTC or the FTC. What's the medical federal?
FDA?
FDA, yeah. You go to the FDA world, dude.
Whoa!
Oh my God, Sora. His prescription RX Keyblade is so sick, dude. Okay, so the Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement was April 2022.
What?
The 20th anniversary event. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing online.
No. That came out that came out way more than 3 years ago. No?
Nope. It was 2022.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. April 2022 for the 20th anniversary. And it was basically just like a now in development thing that confirmed like there will be new kind of Keyblade forms.
What?
Sora is in Shibuya.
What?
And that I think Nomura confirmed that he wants to bring back reaction commands.
Thank God.
Yeah, I love reaction commands, dude.
Reaction commands was cool.
People used to like gripe about them online, being like, oh, you don't have to do anything to them, you know what I mean? It's just like a quick time event. And I'm like, dude, honestly, it's flashy as fuck.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It adds to like the storytelling. Like some of Kingdom Hearts 2, like some of the best reaction commands are like, like when you're fighting Xemnas and Riku and Sora are like back to back, doing those sick moves, and you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So
because I feel like you work so hard at some of that. Like, I always think of when Roxas is fighting Axel.
Yeah.
For the first time with the double keyblades. And it's like, because I think that Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm trying to remember if any of the other games did it, but when you're fighting Roxas, right?
Yeah.
And you have to get to the button where you're back to back with Roxas.
Yeah.
And you got to pick which one. It's like all question marks in the command thing.
Yeah.
You got to find it.
Hit the right one.
Hit the right one quick. And
that's so clever,
like
man.
that one was so cool.
Yeah,
like I consider that a reaction command.
Yeah,
like
but
it's
it's
part of it.
That one's like even more immersive than the reaction command because you're like now it does take a level of skill to it. Like, you really got to react. But yeah, I missed the reaction command, so that's coming back.
What happens if you miss? I've never missed it because it's just like press triangle.
It's like
now,
please.
Yeah, like if you miss it, does like Axel just chop your head off? Or
I
something?
think there is like a. I think there is like a fail, right?
Is
like
there?
It just immediately goes to. I think it cuts to like an immediate.
Or
not even like an but I think it just cuts to like you getting hit or like knocked back, right? Because I think I'm trying to think of the one that's like really obvious is the Twilight Thorn. I think when you're Roxas and you're fighting that like basically what is the the dark side version,
big,
but it's a nobody, and he flips the whole like world upside down and shit, and you're like strung up, and you have to do the reaction commands to break free. I think if you don't do them, you just get hit, and then it like resets. Like there's like and he like falls down and lands, and then you get back up and start fighting again. But I do think they program like cutscenes for like the fail version of it. Like there's the pass and fail. But the other interesting thing that came out of that trailer was Sora uses what we think is using the keychain itself as like a grappling hook.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and that's really funny because in some of the earliest concept art, that's Riku can be seen wielding the Keyblade by the keychain.
Really?
Like there's like a picture of him like
sick.
swinging the Keyblade, but like with the holding onto the end of the keychain, so it's just like bludgeoning people,
I think it's such a cool mechanic to use it as like a grappling hook.
Yeah,
it was so sick.
So that was really clever. But yeah, this will be our question of the week. So what do you want for the future of the series?
It's a good question because you and I talk about it a lot.
Yeah,
but it's just it's hard because you have Kingdom Hearts 4, and then you have there's just no entry point for people. So it's like it either has to be a soft reboot or it's gotta be done
like a conclusive.
I think it has to be like, to me, it's either one or the other.
Yeah, I
think you kick it off on a whole new thing. Yeah, maybe without Sora, or you end it, because I think it needs to. It doesn't need to end, but I think the main storyline's got to end, because
it needs a jumping off point.
If you want to add other mobile whatever games that like support the story that you've created, I'm fine with that, because you're like, I can understand the story from well, not really, but like I can understand generally the story from point A to point Z. Yeah, point Zim. Point X, but
point Kai,
point key,
Unchained Key.
But basically, if you want to fill everything else out and be like, oh, this adds more development, I'm fine with that. But to just let it keep going linearly, while people are struggling,
just hanging on by a thread,
it's just like it's gotta be a soft reboot. Or it's gotta be done. I don't know.
I think it was like one of the last interviews Nomura had done about Kingdom Hearts where he was like, I want to fucking retire, dude. Yeah. He's like, I'm getting old. Like, I've been around. I mean, if you think about it, I think he was in his 20s when he literally directed Kingdom Hearts. Like, it's a very impressive. He has a very impressive track record of in the gaming industry. He also has a sketchy one that like people I think can criticize pretty fairly. But so I think for him, it would make sense to want to think about retiring soon. And now AAA games take so long to make. Yeah. It's like, brother, dude, you got to like wrap this thing up so that you can be confident in the project you left behind. You know what I mean? Even if someone else takes up the mantle later, like I want him to be able to like put an end to like the story that he started. Like, so that it's kind of like a Star Wars thing, right? Like, it's like if you're like a big George Lucas head, you always have that main arc of.
And George Lucas has a big head,
and he's got a big head,
a very big head,
dude. And he, he's got his 6 films, like in there, and you can watch those and be good and be done. You know what I mean? You don't have to continue. That's what I think Kingdom Hearts needs is like a point where you jump off, like you said, either a point where it ends or a point where it like soft reboots, and then other people can like build up on the creation.
I'm fine with that. If you want to introduce new Keyblade wielders and do whatever, and like, I always think it's very clever if you can do it to where like, here's a story that happens during these events.
Oh yeah.
And it like takes place from the POV of somebody else during like a whatever event. I feel like Star Wars does it a lot. Yeah. Where it's like, oh, I mean, now they overdo it. It's like, oh, the Jedi,
the Rogue Wars or whatever.
Yeah, the ones that weren't killed for Order 66 kind of thing. Where it's like, if you could find a clever spin on it, I feel like it doesn't. You can remove it, and it doesn't affect what the timeline is.
Yeah, and it lets the people who are diehard fans still have that thing that they love. Yep. But you're also letting people who are like, because I think there are a lot of people that didn't make it through 3.
No,
I think there are a lot of people who just straight up like were like, man, I was so looking forward to this game, and then when I opened it up, I was like, what am I playing?
Well,
Like,
we know people.
Yeah.
Megan being one of
Yeah,
them
we know
that went
people
from 1 to 2 to 3.
yeah, and was just like, what happened?
The fuck? Who's the small version? Why are there so many fucking people?
Why are there two Roxases everywhere? Yeah, what is going on? I think that was my answer too. Really, was just like, I think it needs a reboot or not a reboot, but like a conclusive end that wraps everything up nicely that people can understand. Because also, my scare thought is that, one, I actually don't think the mobile game is coming out anymore.
No, I think it's done. I think Missing Link is done.
I think Missing Link is going to get canned or is canned.
They missed the window.
Yeah,
truly, where people were interested.
Yep.
Even when they announced it, people were like, really, we're going to do another mobile game, whatever.
Yeah.
And as the beta came out, people were like fine about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't hype. It wasn't this.
Mm-mm.
It was this weird.
And now
Pokemon
even
Go.
you think about like when the assets that they were using were from Kingdom Hearts 3. Those are like old now. Like that's, like you could probably still get away with it, but it's not like, I don't know. There's it's probably going to lose a little bit of charm to it, I think. And then it's funny too, because like with the mobile game, so like my fear is that like, okay, so let's say they did announce Missing Link finally, and we're like, it's gonna come out. No one even knows what that game is about. Like, and then you're gonna like add more lore to this already like inflated lore like that. Like we can't get through. You know what I mean? It's already so dense. I mean, the game Unchained Key is so dense. The last mobile game, like we don't even know how to approach it from a drunk history standpoint.
Nope.
And we're gonna try to figure it out, but it's like,
and even the explanation videos that Damo does, even those videos are 6+ hours long, and those are the explanation videos. And it's dense, and
I think even sometimes, like, I feel like even Damo would admit that, like, some things are still theory. Like, you're operating on, like, I think this is what they're trying to convey. Like, I don't, it's not explicitly said, because that's kind of Nomura's thing, is he doesn't like to explicitly say something, but it's like, come on, man, this is a lot.
Yeah. It's like you already have enough unanswered things from the Kingdom Hearts series alone. You don't need more from the mobile game. I don't know. We'll never get answers, or if we do get answers, it'll be kind of backfilled in. It's like, I remember seeing a thing either semi-recently that was like Nomura has his own team of people watching YouTube videos of like cutscenes.
He should.
Even he doesn't know what's going on.
He fucking should. I think we were talking about that with George Martin. George R. Martin. He has super fans that are paid like encyclopedists, basically, that like they catalog his work in like an encyclopedia type thing and check his writing to make sure that it like checks out with the stuff that he's fucking established, because he's spent like, I don't even know how long he's spent writing Game of Thrones now, but I want to say it's probably upwards of 20 to 40 years, right? Like, and and it's funny, I think there's a parallel to Game of Thrones with Kingdom Hearts, and I could very well see, like, let's say Nomura, they're like, hey dude, you gotta like, he wants to retire. Square Enix is like, you got to put a cap on like the arc that you're on with Kingdom Hearts.
Please.
I could see him ending Kingdom Hearts in a way, the Kingdom Hearts 4 could end in a way that's like very much just like, that's all you get, like, from me. You know what I mean? Like, maybe Square Enix will go on and do more, but like, I could see him like having all these loose threads that he's created so far and not wrapping them up in a neat bow. You know what I mean? But just abandoning it.
Peace.
Yeah. Being like, peace. Like, later, you can figure it out. I left the breadcrumbs, and it's like, did you though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't really like these breadcrumbs. I don't really. The trail, I see the breadcrumbs, they've ended, right? I could see the end, the beginning and end of these breadcrumbs. Where does it go from here?
Where is it?
I don't know.
I think you need to double check those breadcrumbs. What? You might find the answer in this text. If you highlight the letters in the formation of X, you will find. And it's like, that's how he works.
Just fucking, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he'd end it. And that might be a hot take, but I think that he should end it. To end Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
That's taken this long and be like, that is the end of the Master Xehanort saga. And
yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
He's like, but little did you
know. What are you fucking talking about?
This is just the beginning of the Master of Masters saga.
Like, that's insane. Like, I think you get one game. I think you get one game.
5. What do you think you could get Kingdom Hearts 4 and 5 and then be like sneeze, no, sneeze.
I just like The thing
Yeah.
is, my dumb ass would be like, yes, of course,
Yes.
of course I'd want
But I'd be
Kingdom Hearts
45 by the
But
time. Yeah.
The thing is, it's like, who are they for?
Yeah.
The thing is, like, if you're Square Enix and you're a company
Yeah.
that relies on money
Capital.
and people buying your shit, like, it takes more than all of that to justify greenlighting stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like, before they just,
especially with AAA games now.
before they axe the series,
Yeah.
just fucking finish it.
Give us a conclusive like thing that works, as the ending.
Masters is Demix and whatever and whatever.
That's
Just
the hot,
fucking,
the
come
hot
on,
theory,
man.
dude. Master Masters is Demix.
Just end it, man.
Yeah.
Just end it. So you could be like, I ended it, and if you want to bastardize it,
made by
go
my
for it.
hands and ended by my hands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I did.
with you.
I did it.
Mhm.
That's my thing. And if you want to continue to ruin it, that's on you. And then the fans, my followers, can just stop there.
That's a good point. I think that's fair. I don't know.
Before you Ray Skywalker the whole thing.
no disrespect to the Ray heads in the chat.
Yeah, of course.
I
I loved Ray. I really did. I loved Ray.
actually think they probably could have done more with Ray.
Brother, you cannot be like, oh, we're going to start 3 more movies. J.J. Abrams is like, I don't know where it was going to go. They had no conclusion. The fuck are you do? You just bought the thing for $5 billion.
You had nowhere to go.
You don't know where it's going to go?
Yeah, what was it? Was it Marvel that did that where they were like, they did the right thing with Endgame, right? Where they basically
Endgame,
wrote.
Yes.
I thought that it was they wrote Endgame and Infinity War like
Yes.
together.
Yeah.
Right. Like they wrote them as a full script,
And they knew
then,
where they were going.
Yeah.
Because they introduced like Thanos and Guardians, and maybe they didn't fully know like what it would be.
Yeah.
But they kind of figured it out pretty quick.
Yeah, I feel like if you do something like that, like say Dune, right? Like it's like you should, like if you greenlight Dune 2, you better know where the fuck Dune 3 is going and ending.
Correct.
Like
Yeah.
we'll see. But yeah, so I agree with you on that. I think that's like probably a good consensus take for Kingdom Hearts is like, man. Also, if you made it this far in this video if you've made it through the Kingdom Farts. And I do want to know if anyone out there is a fan who hopped on at a later point. Because like for me, like I hopped into Kingdom Hearts when it was coming out. Like I had 1 and I had 2 and Chain of Memories and all that. But like I'm so curious to see the people who jumped in at 3 and then backtracked, right?
Well,
that were like,
that jumped in on 3.
Yeah, like I wonder if there are kids or people out there that like saw this game and we're like, oh, I want to know what that's about. Jumped in and like tried to figure it out.
They tried. I like
Yeah.
like so much in 3. They do
Is a
all of
package
these
deal.
crazy cutscenes where they try to recap it.
Yeah.
And it's for, I guess, new fans and old fans to be like, oh yeah, that's right. The last game was 10 years ago. It just
Oh yeah, that's why Maleficent's not dead.
yeah. But they still don't even explain
They don't
it.
explain that one. No.
Fucking whatever. Oh, that was the ultimate darkness. And by the way, there are 9 of those. And also there's 9.
Also, Wreck-It Ralph. Let me tell you the incredible role that the Wi-Fi cable from Wreck-It Ralph plays in.
You wouldn't understand.
Jesus Christ.
That's where they hide all of the capsules that
Guys,
can go back in time.
That's a fucking drunk history that you can look forward to. Maybe.
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know that we'll
But
make it through
we
that
talk
one.
about that all the time. I think that what we've come to a consensus is we're gonna tell you what you need to know.
You need to know from the mobile game that
From the
we can
games.
understand and grasp.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Because then we don't understand it.
That one's fucking. And Damo, dude, shout out to Damo, one of our favorite YouTubers that covers Kingdom Hearts stuff. He hired a full fan dub of the mobile game. So if you don't understand the mobile game and want to know the lore, you can watch like a 6-hour fan dub of both that mobile game and then there's the other one, Dark Road, which is like the sequel to it.
That's where I didn't even.
Yeah.
I went into the other mobile game, watched all those cutscenes, and I was like, I can't do this again.
No.
I can't watch.
Ride this.
I can't
through.
watch the chibi sprites like hold their keyblades and just rock back and forth and be like,
Watch text go
like
up on
I'm
screen.
just like, this is the most important thing, and it's like look at what's happening.
Look what you've done.
Like look at this.
Yeah.
And tell me that what I'm
This
watching
was the
is
direction you
the
always
most
wanted.
important thing.
Yeah.
In the entire series.
Yeah, these flash animations of like puppeted characters. Oh, they do have a lot of heart though. Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, Ari, you want to say anything?
And I'm Ari. Definitely here and not in
Ari.
Korea.
I'm not.
I'm not in Korea. Okay, yeah, we got it. You're not in Korea.
Jeez.
My goodness.
Well, at least he was quiet and just let us yap about
I know,
our
that was nice.
favorite little franchise for a while. I hope the fans of the show enjoyed it as well.
I know they did.
And if you didn't, next
episode, I don't know why you're still here.
Yeah, and I'm sure it'll go all back to normal. Yep. In the next episode. But Andrew, where can they find us?
They can find us at Couch Kids Podcast on Instagram, TikTok. If you have any questions of the week, we also, or you can email us at couchkidspodcast@gmail.com. We also have merch available. We've got Kingdom Hearts Drunk History stickers, logo stickers, and we have a pin.
Yeah.
And if you want any of that, shoot us an email. You can also DM us.
Yeah.
We're still pretty low tech. It's just it's just us. So we'll ship you something out.
We're a small team, and but we're a hardy one.
Yes.
We got a lot of Maxi and
Finn and Steve.
And we're probably gonna go see the Minecraft movie. And also, if you want to follow us over on Patreon, you can. You can follow us at www.couchkidspatreon.com. And
Couch Kids Patreon.
There's a free tier and a $5 tier. That $5 tier gets you access to a sticker and a little letter postcard that I write, and we send it out, and also access to the after show, which we got to do right now.
Yes, and like we said before, that's where the Ari video will be, and that will be exclusive to Patreon.
So there's and you get the extended cut of the Drunk History of Kingdom Hearts. Wow, and if you are one of our Patreon members, thank you so much. You guys have been amazing and super generous with just being a part of the little couch community, and it's awesome to see. We have a cool little Patreon growing. And,
it's very cool to see, and Ari talks about it all the time, but like, seeing as many of you comment on these videos as you do, it's
so awesome.
It's very cool. We
always check.
We always check. We always see them.
Heart, like, and respond. And yeah.
If you're nice.
Yeah. If you're nice.
You're nice.
Big caveat. No, but we appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for being a couch potato with us, and we'll catch you next week.
Yes,
Or if you're on Patreon, in the after show. Let's go!
Rescue hero! Gotta rescue the... Oh, hold on. Give me that. Hold on. Rescue hero! Gotta rescue the... Oh, fuck.